So I received a request to go over Nicki Minaj's human design since she was in the headlines for, having beef with Megan Thee Stallion, and she kind of always, she's quick to have beef with somebody. So let's hop into it. I'm Sable Danielle, a human design coach and sound healer, and you can go to my website to download your free human design cheat sheet if you don't know what human design is, or check out my What the is Human Design playlist on my page. I did previous videos of other celebrity human designs, and in one of them I did Ice Spice, which brought up Nicki Minaj, and this brought the request for this video. So I'm Sable Danielle, a human design coach, and let's dive in. In the video that I did with Ice Spice, I mentioned that she shares compatible energy with Nicki Minaj, which reinforces and reiterates the energies of them working together. Part of the reason why they work together, their energies work pretty fluidly in order to collab and get things done. Ice Spice has a 2-4 profile, and Nicki Minaj has a 6-2 profile, which are compatible profiles when sharing energy. So those two, basically, they're meant to be homies. So those two profile types. So the collaboration between them energetically was kind of meant to be, and it makes sense. And they also share a few other similarities. So they're both manifesting generators, and manifesting generators are the kind of impulsive, multitasking, sort of chaotic type of energy. You're meant to be that way, though. You inspire aligned work, and you're meant to be energizer for the people that you're around. And they both also have a defined throat center. So being performers, being in the spotlight, that makes sense. They use their voice as musicians. They have a captivating, confident type of voice, and that energy comes through when they speak, when they present, when they're on stage, when they're on interview, anything utilizing their throat, their voice, their communication. The throat is the center that is in charge of manifestation, expression, communication. And so it makes sense. Having a defined throat center means that they're great storytellers. You can hear that in their music. Even if you're not a fan, I'm not asking if you're a fan or not. I'm solely talking about the energy that they were born with, trying to make it relatable. People like their music, and the people who like their music, I'm sure, feel like they are great storytellers. And they both have a throat center that's defined from their emotional solar plexus, which means they also both have a defined emotional solar plexus. So they have reliable, consistent energy within their emotions, stemming from their emotions. Their voice is activated from their emotions, so they express themselves through their emotions. And also the emotional solar plexus is in control of seductive, sensual energy. Creative energy comes from that center, and so they can both easily manifest from their emotional solar plexus, from their emotions to their throat, very easily. That's how they were born, and maybe that's why it looks so easy if coming from the outside looking in. Also, and I said I don't have Ice Spice's chart right here, but for sure this is Nicki's energy. She also has an open identity center, which means that she doesn't have consistent energy regarding her purpose or her direction in life or her identity. And that doesn't mean that she doesn't know who she is. Having open centers or undefined centers in your chart, in your body graph, it doesn't mean that you can't ever access that energy, or you just simply are doomed for your whole life. It just means that you can't tap into it whenever you want. It's not consistently there. It's not reliably there. It's there sometimes, but it just depends on the people that you surround yourself with, which is why your environment, your homies, your love, the people that you have in your inner circle are very crucial. And you should know their human design, because You feel certain ways for a reason. That's all I'm saying. So having an open identity center, that explains like Nicki Minaj. When you see her, you never really know what you're gonna get. Like, of course, you're gonna get, you know, Nicki the Barbie, right? But what is Nicki the Barbie gonna look like? She gonna have pink hair? Is she gonna have blue hair? Like, what's her outfit gonna look like? Is she gonna be nice today? Is she not? Like, she always shows up different. Her presence is different every time you see her. She's just gonna pop out and like surprise you. You never know what she's gonna look like. And that energy can come from her open identity center, because it's not reliable, it's ever changing, and so she's ever changing. Also, going back to the throat center, she also has a very unique and empowering voice, which easily grabs the attention of the crowd, and that comes from a defined channel that she has within her chart, channel 12 through 22. I'm not going to go over exactly what that is right now, maybe in another video, but that's where she gets a lot of her creative energy from, and it helps her within the musical industry. Okay, so to the juicy stuff. I mentioned earlier that she gets into it often, like she's not afraid to stand her ground or express how she feels or let her emotions show. She got into it with Meg Thee Stallion. I believe her and Cardi B did back in the day. And so Nicki Minaj has a defined emotional solar plexus, which means she has consistent, reliable energy and access to her emotions. She can always tap into her emotions, and she expresses herself from her emotions. That's what gives her throat definition. Her throat is powered by her emotions. And so if she's not balanced, or if she's not aware, or if she just doesn't give a damn, like, she's gonna come off very intense and very emotional, maybe very angry, very passionate, or very loving. Like, whatever emotion she's feeling, it's going to be strong. You're going to feel it. She may go from 0 to 100 really quickly. She may just randomly pop off without actually thinking about what she was going to say, because she's ruled by her emotions. And since she has a defined emotional solar plexus, that means that she's ruled, her authority is her emotions. She's meant to make her decisions through her emotions. So in order to make an aligned decision, you shouldn't make your decisions while you are in that emotional moment. You're supposed to like write out your emotions and ride out that emotional wave before you commit to a decision, or before you make a final decision or voice some things, because expressing and just making decisions through your emotion can lead to regret, and you may wish that you didn't say that. You may say things you don't mean. You may hurt somebody's feelings, or just whatever. It's not really a balanced decision. It's emotional. So you should pause, feel that out, and then like respond. And maybe she doesn't do that. Maybe she does. She just doesn't care. It depends on where she's at in her journey. If she cares about being self-aware about that, or if she just wants to express that, like, that's on her. But that may be why she seems so like snippy with her responses. That comes from her emotional solar plexus. Meg Thee Stallion also has a defined emotional solar plexus. So two powerful, very confident women with strong voices and strong emotions are definitely bound to like get into it and have some emotional conflicts and go tit for tat and let their ego like get in the way, or their emotions get in the way of maybe a balanced decision, or maybe balanced words or whatnot. So they should both definitely keep their egos in check. If they care about not being super emotional and not like going back and forth, then they should definitely keep their egos in check and like take a moment to let their emotions ride out before they just immediately, you know, respond and react, I guess, because of their emotions. So that's all that I have today for Nicki Minaj. Actually, that's not all I have. I wanted to say one more thing. I said the emotional solar plexus center is in charge of like creativity and seductive, sensual energy. And so since Nicki Minaj has that defined in her chart, that may be why she expresses herself through her creativity. She has the defined emotional solar plexus going through her throat. So her creativity comes very easily. Her sensuality, sexuality comes out very easily. Hence, like, she doesn't care about showing her ass, showing her body, like being super sexy and seductive for the crowd, even if she's not like that day to day. Like, who knows? She's doing her job as an entertainer, a performer. So that energy is just naturally there for her to tap into and harness. And yeah, that was the last thing that I wanted to say. So thank you for being here and listening. If you're ready to dive deeper on your self-discovery journey, go ahead and sabledanielle.com, book your consultation with me. I'll help you out, or you can order a personal energy report, over 25 pages, all about the energy you were born with. So yeah, let's get started on that. I can be your coach and help you out. Anyways, thank you for being here. Have a great day, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.